This episode of the School of Life podcast is brought to you by the School of Life Academy, an online platform providing millennials with the tools and resources needed to survive adulthood. From understanding stocks to building a business, writing the perfect resume, and even healing your childhood trauma, SOLA has you covered. Start your 7-day free trial today at www.schooloflifeacademy.com.
Wow,
another day, another dollar. I'm saving just to be broke. They said college was serious, but my degree feel like a joke. 4 years or less, I'm saying I got it done. No plan, just to end up at my mom's after I told her I wasn't staying. Well, here we are. No question, I'm a star. Just got some light years to travel, but it's just so far. But I'ma make it though. Make sure you get your focus right. You coming too? It's about to be one hell of a ride. Yeah, this adults and stuff is crazy. They ain't warned us about this. I'm supposed to live my best life on an unpaid internship. How I'm supposed to find my husband? Everybody running game. I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Went from worrying about on flow to running from Uncle Sam. Now I understand why student accounts never gave a damn. Saving accounts be slipping, trying to work out, but I'm tripping. I forgot health insurance. Oh, I'm my mom's until I'm 26, so I gotta pay these student loans. That's adults with the score doing the most. That's adulting, moving out of mom's house. That's adulting, but it's all gonna work out. That's adulting. I need a legal side hustle. That's adulting, cause these bills got me in trouble. That's adulting. Journey's course is never planned. That's adulting. Just leave it in God's hands, cause that's adulting.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the School of Life podcast. I hope you are doing well, staying safe, and as always, minding your own adulting business. Y'all, can you believe that we are dang near halfway through the year? Like, where is the time going? I don't know about you, but it's literally feeling like it's flying in my life. And so if you are feeling the same, I hope you're at least making the most of it, enjoying life a little more, and just living whatever that looks like in your world. Because at the end of the day, child, that is all we can do. So anyways, today, y'all, I am so excited about the episode because I'm starting a new series and it's just going to be lit. Like, I'm just proclaiming it now. It's going to be a bomb series. I think I'm going to be able to help so many people out there navigate the entrepreneurship world. And we are just going to continue leveling up just in general. So if you are ready for a wild ride of entrepreneurship crash course 101, buckle up because it is going to be super fun. So today we're diving into part 1 of what I think will be a 7-part series, but honestly, I'm not really sure. I haven't decided if it's going to be 7 or 5 or 4, but we'll see. So just stick with me. Now, I know that so many people have been determined to get to the bag lately, and as they should, but so many people are also getting it all wrong. And so I wanted to take the time to help my friends out there just better navigate what entrepreneurship really looks like using my own life and my own business as an example. I do not believe in, sharing from a space I have not experienced. Y'all know I'm all about transparency here. So I will just be bringing you the truth, real, raw, and uncut about entrepreneurship and just how to navigate what this space looks like, no matter if you are a service-based business, a product-based business, or have a hybrid. Now, super disclaimer. Y'all know I love a disclaimer. This series is not to knock what anybody is doing, their business style, like, do you? But if we're going to be at the School of Life, y'all know we're going to be prepared and professional. And that's on who? Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, y'all already know. So let's dive right into part 1 of the Entrepreneurship Series, Legitimizing Your Biz. Go ahead and grab your notebook, your tablet, or whatever you use to take notes because School of Life is now in session. All right, business besties, I'm going to say this and I'm going to mean it with love. I swear it's love, y'all. I know y'all trust me, so just know that it's love. But not legitimizing your business is the literal ghetto. Okay, there, I said it. And if you turn me off after that, that's fine. But y'all know I'm always going to keep it real with you. Let me unpack that statement and go a little deeper. When we talk about entrepreneurship, I think people inadvertently miss the part where they are running an entire business, like an entire entity. Some people end up running a brand. Some people end up running an Instagram store. Some people just running a little thrown together something to do. And they never reach the point of true business formation because they don't operate like a business. Furthermore, they don't operate like a business because they're so focused on the dollar that they say F the systems, F the setup, and F the strategy. And that is not how you should go into entrepreneurship. Don't be that person, because I will talk about you. Like, I'm just letting you know, I will. Especially knowing that I've shared this step-by-step guide to how to do it the right way. And if you know somebody who has a business and you think they may be, on the more urban side of running things, send this episode to them, because what I want for everyone who looks like me, especially if you own a business, for us to show up in this world and have our ducks in a row. Because too many of us, if I'm keeping it real, we start the business and we don't have our ducks in a row. And I don't like that. So let's make sure we have them in a row. So I'm going to break it down for you, right? Legitimizing your business is a process, and essentially there are 6 steps you'll want to take to properly legitimize your business. The first thing you'll want to do is register with your Secretary of State. And the way to do this is simply go to Google, type your state name, and then put Secretary of State. So for example, I live in the state of Georgia. So I will put Georgia Secretary of State, and this will take me to the state-ran website where I can properly and legally legitimize my business in the state of Georgia. Now, quick fun fact here, any website that ends in .gov is a government-owned website. So that means you can trust that site, right? There are a ton of websites out there that will come up when you search like how to register your business, but you want to be sure you are on a site that is run either by that state or by the federal government. So back to step 1, register with your Secretary of State. Step 2, you're going to want to register with the State Department of Revenue. So same thing as the Secretary of State. If you live in Georgia, for example, you're going to Google Georgia State Department of Revenue. Now, some states have it to where when you register your business, it'll automatically connect you to the Department of Revenue's website, and it'll be like in one little application situation going on. If that does not happen, make sure you go to the State Department of Revenue's website to register there as well. And if you have questions about your state specifically, don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call someone who works at these places so that you can be sure you're doing the right thing. After that, you want to register with the federal government. So you may hear a lot of times people saying you need an EIN, and you do. This is essentially your business social security number. It's how you'll be able to get a bank account, how you'll be able to file your taxes. It's really just the identity of your business to the federal government. This is free. I see so often people paying other people to get an EIN for them, and that is scammy. I don't care who does not agree with what I'm saying. Getting an EIN is free. Now, if you want to pay someone to help you, set it up with the Secretary of State, that's cool. And if this is a part of that payment, that's cool. But y'all, don't be out here paying nobody to get your EIN. That's also ghetto because it's free. You just need to sit down and do the research. You can literally Google federal gov business registration or get an EIN with the federal government. Make sure the site ends in .gov, and I believe the site is irs.gov actually, so I'll be sure to link that in the show notes. Now, the 4th step is to request a DBA and get any licenses if necessary. Now, a DBA is a certificate that says you can do business as another name. So prime example, let's say you wanted your name to be Water Bottle LLC, and I'm saying that because I'm looking at a water bottle, but you wanted your business name to be Water Bottle LLC, but that name was already taken. However, you still want to go by the business name Water Bottle. You can get what's called a DBA, doing business as certificate, and request to do business as Water Bottle. Now, legally, for tax purposes, you would still be registered as Water Bottle LLC, but you could do business as Water Bottle. Now, most new businesses don't have to get a DBA or get any licenses, if you're selling a service or product, really. But again, it's based on the type of business you have and your specific needs. So do your research. I just want to be sure you know that this is a step, if you have to take that step. The fifth thing you want to do is set up a business bank account. This is so important because if you are getting an LLC, and I really don't have time to break down like all the different types of formations, maybe I'll do an episode on that. But if you are getting an LLC, you are required by the federal government to keep your money separate from your personal money, right? So you want to be sure you get a business bank account so that when it's time to report to Uncle Sam or Auntie Susie or whoever they are, you know, you're not putting yourself at risk for getting in any legal trouble because your money is intermingled. Now, I know people who don't, get a separate bank account, and that's their prerogative. But as for me and my friends in the School of Life Academy, we will be sure we do things properly. So get you a business bank account. It is not hard at all. Once you have your registration from the Secretary of State and your EIN from the federal government, you can go to the bank and ask to open a business checking account. And then the last thing you want to do is make a plan to pay your business taxes. I do not want to see y'all going to jail or getting so big and, people start knowing your name, and then now people are like looking up your taxes and all of that, and you ain't paid in 18 years. Like, I don't want to see that for y'all in a few years. So make sure you make a plan to pay your business taxes. Now, I always include this as a step in legitimizing your business because it's one of those things that's so easy to forget. So like when I first started out, like I knew about business taxes, but I didn't have a true plan on how I was going to pay them. And so I always encourage people to make a plan. So what I do now is through my QuickBooks app, QuickBooks Self-Employed, I pay quarterly to the state of Georgia, and then of course annually to the federal government. So that's a whole nother topic, but make a plan to pay your taxes, right? Now you may be wondering, can I just make an Instagram and sell my product or services there? You absolutely can, but don't be on there calling yourself a business. Like, that is not what we're doing. No, but seriously, you can do that, but I like to, share this knowledge about these measures of actually registering your business because, y'all, it's really for you. Write down the next 3 things I'm going to tell you because these are the 3 reasons why legitimizing your business is so important. All right, so the first one, you're seen as a professional. Point blank, period. You don't want to be out here doing business and people know you're doing business raggedly. Add that to our dictionary because it's not a word. But you don't want to be out here doing raggedy business and then that becomes your reputation. So aside from being seen as a professional, you also carry yourself with this air of like, I want to protect, the integrity of my business name. You get website copyrights. You're more likely to understand systems. You implement better systems into your business so that you can function at a high level. Prime example, invoicing, booking, accounting. Because you have to report that to the federal government and pay your taxes, you want to put yourself in a position to operate professionally. So legitimize the dang on business so that you are not only seen as a professional, but you are acting as a professional as well. The second thing, when you are a legitimate business, you get protection and liability coverage, especially as an LLC. Now, I speak primarily about LLCs because that is what I have and that is what I help other people form. I know a little bit about the other organizations or organization styles, but this is solely for LLC entities. With an LLC, if someone tries to sue you, they won't get anything attached to your name. They can only get what is attached to the business name. So prime example, if someone wants to sue the One Savvy Solution, they won't get the car that I bought under Jacqueline Washington or the house I'll buy under Jacqueline Washington's name. They can only get what the business owns. And you don't get that protection when you're not a legal business. You get into all these crazy wars with people. It just be a hot mess. And who got time to argue about money? I don't. I'm not doing that. I'm protected. And, the federal government is giving me some liability insurance for that reason. So legitimize your business for that reason as well. And then the third one, there are opportunities for expansion. Listen, y'all, as a business that is registered with the federal government, you can compete for federal government contracts. You can get private contracts with corporations. Like, the possibilities are endless. I tell people all the time, don't think your power is only on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or wherever you plan, to plant your business in a digital world. After you legitimize your business and you've built up your reputation, there are so many opportunities to expand and partner and win contracts that pay big money. So prime example, if you are a graphic design company, let's say, and you've been in business, we'll say for 3 years, you have a good portfolio, things are going well. Maybe there is what's called an RFP that the city of Atlanta puts out. An RFP means request for proposals. And essentially, all that means is they are now taking applications for this contract, right? So they put out an RFP. Because you are a legitimate business, you can then submit a proposal to win the contract. And maybe the contract is $80,000 over 8 months. Now your business has grown literally because of this one contract that you have won, and then you can go on to put in more proposals for more contracts. And so when I talk about opportunities for expansion and thinking bigger, this is what I'm talking about. But think about this. If you hadn't legitimized that business and got an EIN and been paying your business taxes, baby girl, baby boy, you're not getting that contract. Like, you're not even eligible. So stop thinking small and playing small, when it comes to your business as a whole. Listen, if you want to get into entrepreneurship, I say do it. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. It is a big ghetto out here. Like, not gonna lie, it's hard. But if you have the right character and if you are a good fit for the type of work that entrepreneurship requires, I'm gonna be your cheerleader to the end. But let me tell you this, the only thing I want people to do is do it right. There are so many lessons to be learned in business as a whole. And if you can at least start off on the right foot, you can grow and build and scale for years and years to come. But you don't want to start out raggedy and rinky-dink, because all that's going to do is just add to more raggedy and rinky-dink as the years and months go on. So take the necessary steps now to protect yourself, protect your name, and protect your business. Understood? Okay. Before we get out of here, y'all know we're going to have some homework because we are all about growing and elevating on this here podcast. So if you're a business owner that is not operating legitimately, this week, I want you to take some time to research the process and make a list of action items for yourself. And feel free to rewind me, play this episode 18 times until you get it right. Get familiar with the process, because I want you operating out of a legitimate place so that your business can grow the way that you deserve for it to grow. And then if you are operating legitimately, yes, go you, but you still have homework. I just want you to start double checking your systems to make sure they're working for you and not against you. And I know we didn't talk about systems today, but best believe it's coming. All right, friends, that wraps up another episode of the School of Life podcast. As promised, y'all, we are going to get through this crazy adulting thing together, especially the entrepreneurship piece, because I promise you cannot do it alone. Remember, check out the School of Life Academy at www.schooloflifeacademy.com and follow us on Instagram at the School of Life Academy. Also, be sure you follow me at Miss Jaye Official. Lastly, I have a brand new opportunity that I am rolling out and super excited about. If you're looking to work with me as your business coach, you can now join my 8-week business bootcamp at www.missjayofficial.com, which I will be sure to tag in the show notes. This intensive is for entrepreneurs who are tired of winging their business, unclear about their direction, and need help building a strategy that pays. Visit www.missjayofficial.com today, because seats are limited and registration closes on Saturday, July 17th. As always, guys, I hope you have learned something new or gained some kind of new insight, because that is why this podcast exists. Listen, we are all in this together. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep evolving. Talk to you soon.
Gotta pay these student loans. That's adults with the score doing the most. That's adulting, moving out of mom's house. That's adulting, but it's all gonna work out. That's adulting. I need a legal side hustle. That's adulting, 'cause these bills got me in trouble.